All right, so boom, check this out.
Yeah.
You see a dude, right?
Yeah.
He looked like who women like? Dudes from the 90s. I don't know what women like. I just know who they like. So I'm gonna just say like
now Michael B. Jordan.
He looked like.
That's what women like.
Women like Michael B. Jordan.
That's what it seems
with that
like.
mustache. Okay, so he looked like Michael B. Jordan. Boom, he's perfect actually. Six pack, fresh mustache, Steve Harvey mustache, square head. Nah, the nigga is fine, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Everything is perfect. And then you do some research, you do some background, you find out he got fake muscles.
Yeah.
He got a drawn on mustache. Mm-hmm. He got injections in his cheeks that makes his cheeks like a model.
Mm-hmm. Does he did he get his butt done too?
He got his butt done.
Calves,
I don't know
everything?
what he would. Everything is done. He's a 10.
So he went to Dr. Miami.
He went to Dr. Cincinnati. And how do you feel about that? He's a perfect 10, but he's had a lot of work. Do women accept that the way that men have grown to?
You know, one is okay. Let me say this. I would be thinking, what did he look like before? I want to see the before pictures, because I want to see. What does that
have to do with anything?
Because if I'm going to be sharing DNA, I want to know what our children is going to look like.
Okay.
So I want to see that. And then two, I mean, I would definitely be thinking
you care about DNA? You had children with me.
Stop playing. I would definitely be thinking like, oh, I like really confident men. So I would be like, is he really insecure? You know what I'm saying? And then honestly, I would be thinking he might be gay, because it seemed like a lot of gay men like to get work done.
What?
Yeah, and I would be.
This is a different world. This is past the world we in now.
Okay, still okay. Let's get there. I would still think he might be extremely insecure, and that would be a red flag.
Okay. So it's not wrong when men think these things on the other front.
No, it's not. It's perfectly normal to want to be like, yo, what did you look like before?
No, I mean, you know like the insecure thing. Because women don't like to be called insecure at all.
Yeah. I would definitely.
I'm talking about at all.
No. But you just described somebody that got their whole body done. So
city girls, they got their whole body done.
So I would be thinking like, yo, is he insecure? And I would worry about his mental stability. If like you're a man, you got your whole body done.
But not a woman. Because this is the point I'm getting to.
Because I don't feel like I don't feel like why I don't understand why a man would have to do that. Like Biggie was Biggie and had all those women. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe and like you.
But Biggie could have still looked in the mirror and felt some kind of way about himself, as far as like, damn.
Because I don't feel like men are judged on their looks that harshly. So I'm just trying to like, why is a man you feel like you need to get your entire body done? Like I would definitely think maybe something's wrong with him.
I don't know if that's not changing a little bit.
Okay.
I think because all the women look exactly the same, I think that it's a little more focus on the dudes now. I don't know. I can't really tell you why, but I feel a wave of judging men different now.
Well, let me ask you this: aren't men getting a lot of stuff done now?
Like what?
Well, you have dudes with fake hairlines. Okay, when COVID, when we was all quarantined, we seen now, everybody's real hair.
That technology is not perfected.
And every single rapper had a full gray beard and gray hair on the top of their head.
But it looked struggly.
So what I'm saying is, between the fake hairline, all the dyeing of your hair, and then dudes is getting ab etching too. They got fake abs now.
I heard about that, but ain't nobody really confirmed except for Bandman Kevo.
And Kivo. You got these rappers and regular guys that have fake locks. They get lock extensions.
I think Fetty Wap was the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they got fake hair. They got a little bit of fake bodies.
Let's not act like it compares, bro. Y'all got eyelashes.
DJ Self went and got lipo.
He did?
Yeah.
Self is an ill nigga. He went and got lipo.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
What, he told us?
From what I
Remember
understand,
Kanye West said it?
Yeah, from what
Kanye got it. They said Drake got it, but that hasn't been confirmed.
So I'm saying, like, from what I heard, I could be wrong, but that's what they were saying, and they said that he said that he shared that. So yeah, it's men doing it now. Like, it's happening right now.
But you know what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about, like, this dude body is like the Tiana Taylor of niggas.
So let me just answer your question straight on. No, women would not be accepting.
Okay, thank you.
And they would feel like they have a less than type of guy. You know, like, for him to have all that stuff, like, it's not really real. It's not really what they have. But there are men that feel like that with women right now.
Okay.
That are like, you know, I want everything. I'd rather be with a naturally beautiful woman than a woman that got everything done.
I'm glad you brought that up, because there's some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful natural body women out there. And not gonna lie to you, I think I've become desensitized a little bit. So I think I've become like normal. Like, mind you, I still got the natural bodies like a level above, right? But at the same time, I'm starting to not even care about like nothing that people do to their bodies. Cause like trying to figure out if they got it or not is a thing, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be in that lane where it's like, oh, it's got to be natural. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then like when you see stuff, you might not know. And then when you find out, it messes with your mind. So like if you're just a little more accepting of it, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just like everybody got it.
Right.
It's like nobody who don't got some type of enhancement. So it's like, once again, it's just normalized.
DJ Academics say, yo, you can't be a 10 if you ain't got a fake ass.
Man, see, I disagree with that, because big ass ain't good ass. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole different story. But that brings me to my next point, which is the universal 10.
Oh, real quick, before you go into that, you know, to what Axe said, you can't be a 10 if you ain't got a fake ass.
Yeah.
This is when you hear entertainers like Cardi B, who got her body done because she said she wanted to compete in the stripper world.
Yeah.
And she was like, she even wanted to leave the stripper world and do like music videos, and they said she couldn't do it because she didn't have her body done yet. So she went and got it done. Or you hear like, you know, Nicki Minaj in that recent Joe Budden interview where she said she felt the pressure being in the studio when there was a whole lot of like, you know, groupies and stuff around, and her butt wasn't really up, you know, up to par like the rest of those women that was hanging in the studio. So they would make little jokes, and she just started to feel more and more insecure about it, and she did something about it. Yeah. So there is a lot of women that feel like if I don't have my stuff done, then I'm not a 10. You know what I'm saying? Because especially, remember in the 90s when music videos used to be out and it was girls that were just a size 6 or 7 or 8, and they were considered, they were kind of slim, like slim thick, like Moesha. You know what I'm saying? Brandy when she was Moesha.
Not even that. You know what 2 videos I think of when I think of 90s? Because it's so focused on the women's bodies, was Tupac, I Get Around, Rex and Effects, All I Want to Do Is Zoom, a Zoom, 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 and a Boom, Boom. And fucking the shit with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, 1, 2, 3 into the. If you go back and look at those women, they have no ass. I'm talking about it was no ass going on, and none of that shit at all. And I got to thinking like, damn, the definition of what a fly body is totally changed.
That's a fact. I remember when they had the first award they gave out on the award show to the girl with the best body in the music video, and I remember it was Outkast, the girl that was in the Outkast video,
Ketoy Johnson, and
I remember her going on stage and accepting her award, and it was like, I remember that moment, and then the whole big booty, who was that, Big Booty Judy or whatever her name was?
Buffy the Body. Buffy
the Body, right? Big Booty Judy is somebody else.
No. She played Big Booty Judy in something.
Yeah. But yeah, Buffy the Body. And it was like once we hit that era, it was like you wouldn't even see women in music videos unless they went and had something done or they were just born like that. Yeah. That became the new standard. Yeah. And then like with social media where it's become so prevalent, like regular women are all like, yo, that's the standard. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But you said about...
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck on how we got there.
Yeah, you said
We're
the 10.
Now.
You said a
the
10.
The universal 10 What is it?
No, for me, I think the question is
Okay.
there a universal 10?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Is there a universal 10?
Right.
Excuse me.
It's really challenging because I'm going to ask you this. Who decides what's a universal 10? Is it just the people all together, or is it the media, or is it men get to tell?
Who decides?
And who are you talking about? You talking about with women, or you talking about with men?
Right, I got you. Is it? I'm only talking about women right now.
Okay.
The men, they got their fake muscles. We're going to deal with that off screen, right?
Right.
But I mean, the universal 10 as far as women go.
That's what I'm saying. Does the media tell us? And they say, this
that's
is
what I was getting to. Okay,
this
so
is
look,
what beautiful is right now.
who decides who's the universal?
I'm asking you the question.
No. It's a question, but it's an answer. It's rhetorical.
Okay.
Who decides who's the universal GOAT in hip hop music? Who decides who is the finest woman in the world at the time or whatever? Two people. Media and the people. The masses is going to have their thing. Don't you know you go on Metacritic, all these things, and it'd be like user rating, and then it'd be like critic rating.
Yeah.
Right? So US Magazine is going to do their top 100 women, and whoever they feel like is going to be at the top, and then we're going to consider that.
Yeah.
And then the hood is going to have their version where it's just like barbershop talk, and then somebody's going to be sitting at the top of that list. So I think we do it as a collective, not consciously, like we get together like a round table, but more times than not, if you hear that person is hot, then it's like, okay, they're really hot to a lot of people. So people think they're...
Yeah, I mean, I think black culture has so many influences. Like when you think about, like we just said, that body shift of the Buffy the bodies, and the, what you say her name was? Toya something? Ketoy Johnson. And then the whole, like, this era where we became kind of like obsessed with entertainers and like who they were dating, and they were dating like Latino women or Middle Eastern women and or white women. Like they had influence on black culture. And then whoever is like the top people in music, like you said, in hip hop and R&B, like the Beyoncés, the sexiness of like Rihanna. And then, you know, these new people that came in, that ushered in, like the Nicki Minaj's, like you have everybody that's from the age of, you know, right now that's, I would say 16 to like 30 that grew up kind of like paying attention constantly to Nicki Minaj, who want to look like her. Right? So you have like all these multiple, and then the Kardashian, this Kardashian era where it's like the Kardashians want to be black girls, but then the black girls now want to be Kardashians. That's
the era we in now.
Right. So, and then now you bring in this new City Girls and all these other girls who are like just one look and one face and one body.
Universal. And
so I guess there is a universal 10 for the culture and time we're in.
And I don't think it's a particular look, not to cut you off, but I
don't think it's a particular look?
No. You listen to me. I don't think you have to look a particular way, like you said, that, you know, used to be like the mommies or the Middle Eastern. It's anything now that got work done. They got lashes. They got a gay best friend.
I disagree with you.
They got long hair. And you bad. How can you not be bad?
I disagree with you because like you look at somebody like Lori Harvey, and I think a lot of people do consider her like a 9 or 10. Yeah. And she doesn't have, from what I see, any work done. Yeah. Nor does she.
But is she a flat out 10 or is she a like a media 10?
I think people think she's a 10.
I think she's a media 10. I think if she don't date the dudes that she date, we don't really even pay her no mind.
No, you could be not being paid any mind and still be a 10. There's girls that's in the hood that's a 10.
Well, I don't even think she'd be considered a 10, even though she's, in all actuality, she's a 10. I'm just saying, if she wasn't who she was to people, I don't know if they would say she was a 10. So you're saying the 10 is also built upon the hype and the popularity of who that person is. That's what you're saying, right? I'm saying you can get there that way.
Yes, I'm saying.
If you're not already like the regular bad bitch 10.
I agree with you because Rihanna recently did something for her Fenty makeup thing, and she took all her makeup off, and she just had like a fresh washed face and her hair in a ponytail. People were making fun of her and saying, "Damn, that's Rihanna." Yeah. Because she's always looked that way.
Because she came in a bad bitch package.
Right. She came in this like very, you know, risque, spicy bad girl, sex appeal, really strong sexual energy that a lot of guys liked and felt just, you know, and then so looks became kind of like I don't want to say like a second thing, but
yeah, it's kind of secondary.
It just kind of became really deceiving.
Well, not even secondary. Sometimes it's like when a dude walk in a room with, and everybody know he got money and power.
Right.
Instantly more attractive.
Exactly.
So it's not even nobody's fault. It's just subconsciously you go, wow. It's like Drake. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Drake, man, at all. But that nigga wasn't singing them love songs. He was just walking down the street. I don't know. I can't call it.
I do think that it is built a lot on the era we are in. I remember when Kevin Samuels was having this conversation, who people were so angry about when he was saying who was a 10, who wasn't, right? And he was like, he was naming people that were 10 to him, and they were from like his era. And he was saying like, who was he saying? Pamela Greer, Pam Greer, and he was saying just some of the women that was from the 1950s.
1950s.
Yeah, that was from 1950s.
Pam Greer was the 70s. Oh, you talking about him himself? No, he was saying 1950s.
Yeah, it was somebody. It was somebody else. The one that just she played in the movie Pauline. I think that's the name, and she just
somebody
passed
out
away.
There don't know what you're talking about.
She just passed away.
Oh yeah, I do. Damn. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yes.
We fucking up.
So. Those were the people. Oh, and then he said it was the other one that wore the banana skirt.
I don't know nothing about no banana skirt.
You never heard the famous banana skirt? And she wore coconut shells on her breast, and she had a banana skirt that she used to shake like this.
Sounds fire. Not gonna lie, but
okay. Well, she was a singer from the 1950s who traveled and toured.
And she was bad back then. Is your point?
Yeah.
Well, is that remember that meme that had all the body shapes?
And then she also went to go play in the movie Carmen. I don't know if you remember the original Carmen.
No, I've never seen it.
But
I'm not black like that. I tried to tell you, I'm not.
No about that. It's just that early time.
I'm just dark skinned. I'm not black.
But I can't think of Josephine Baker. One of them.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that I forgot. But anyway, so he was naming those type of women. Uh-huh. And then I remember speaking of act. He went to go look up those women because he's really young. He went to go look up those women. He was like, this is bad. They don't seem like no 10 to me. They seem all right. You know what I'm saying? He was like, they like maybe a 7, a 6, or whatever. Yeah. 8, but not no 10. So he was like, this is who a 10 is. And he went and showed Sweetie.
Yeah.
And it was very different because I remember Kevin Samuels was saying Sweetie was maybe a 6, right? So it was just like, very different, but I think that's an era thing. Like, you know what I mean? Because Sweetie represents what everything that would be a 10
bad
based
bitch.
off of what we
Sweetie
just...
is a bad bitch. She got bags, she got lashes, she got hair. She's a bad bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is she crazy good looking? No. But she got on
it's all perspective.
No, it's not. No. But she got all the bells and whistles.
Which brings me to the other question. Is it really a perspective? I mean, we have science that says it's about symmetry and all that stuff. But is it perspective? Because, like, I remember you were talking to one of your friends about the whole Kevin Samuels thing. And you asked, did you ask her what she would consider herself? Or she just flat out told you? And she was like, it's somebody that think I'm a 10.
Yeah.
So who am I to say I'm not a 10?
Yeah.
So it's like, is it perspective?
But it's somebody that think I'm fast. It's just not Olympians. Right?
Right.
So you gotta realize, like, yo, listen, it's the same thing with why people want the rap audience to accept them, even though they have like that audience that's not necessarily like core hip hop, but they have fans. But they still want that core group to be like, yo, we accept you. Of course, there will be some outliers that think you're the greatest thing. Like, everybody is going to have fanatics.
When we talk about the Universal 10, we're talking about in a worldly view, like not just how you see yourself. Because I remember when those women would call Kevin Samuels, most of them would say it was 9 or 10s. Yeah. There was few that would actually be like, well, I'm a 6, I'm a 5,
I wish they believed that though.
So you don't think they really think that they're 10s?
No, and that's the problem I have with them.
So fake confidence.
Definitely, it's that Lizzo shit. In my opinion, because some people think that they're actually 9s and 10s. Like, I know people who is
so
like,
you said Lizzo. I'm not trying to get you in trouble because I think this is an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So can you be overweight and be a 9 or 10? Do you have to be?
Definitely. I just told you, Jill Scott. The other day.
You did say that she was okay.
She's big Beyonce.
Right.
Yes, for sure.
Right.
And Yeah, it's some people. I mean, people really like Adele. By the way,
I feel the same way. I feel like there are some women who are plus size who are freaking gorgeous.
When Jasmine Sullivan was big, she was still look good.
Yeah, like I mean, there's some people though, like on that universal idea of what if there is a standard of universal, whatever, they would take points away. Yeah. Based off of size.
Yeah, I get it. But see, I think we hit a point where we're in the middle. So some of it is just you and your vibe and how you come off. Like the little chick on the show. Remember we was watching the little Love is Blind show? The little chick, was she like gorgeous? Like not gorgeous, but like she had her own little unique thing that made her. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of it is you. And then some of it is just universally, this is what men think.
Yeah, because we were watching a video that was on YouTube about pretty privilege. And the girl was talking about how she basically got treated like shit because she's like, I guess, average or below average in her mind. Yeah. And you were saying like half of that is the way that she sees herself. Yeah,
because if she wanted to be bad, like I've seen it. I've seen people transform in their minds and then transform other people's minds. You know that's how it go. Self-projection is everything. When you project yourself in a way where you fully confident in yourself and the way you look and you believe it, people start to see you like that. But can
we just be honest and say maybe you will go up some, but maybe not be a 9 or 10 in the universal way of what a 9 or 10 is?
We just talked about Rihanna. I can't say that. I cannot say that. I think the more you think you the shit, the more people gonna think you the shit. And that's just not even just looks. That's so why everything.
When those women was calling in and they was like,
they didn't really think they was the shit.
I am a 10. And then the people in the lives was like, bro, come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? People in the comments like, yo.
Now they followed that person on Instagram, right? That same person. They got them to their little, routine. They see them, okay, all right, you work out at the gym, all right, cool. Oh, boom, damn, I like the way, I like the way they do da. 2 weeks later, they might be like, nah, they like a 9, 10, bro. Why? The same reason people keep fucking each other at work.
I ain't made that connection. What?
When you around somebody, you start to notice the beauty. When you see somebody so many times, you start to notice little things that add up. And then plus you like literally, Candace Owens will never be attractive to people. It's her though. It's not her. She could be the most beautiful. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people haven't talked about how good Stacey Dash is since they hated her.
Oh, right.
You get me?
Right.
So like if you really align with somebody and like they show you things that you could cling on to, admire, you start going,
I've had a friend.
That's how older dudes be getting, the younger. That's how George Clooney and them gray beard niggas, they should be reminding them of fucking wisdom and shit. And the chicks be flocking to him. I had a friend that
was talking to a guy and she's like, I like him, but he's not very attractive. Then more she start to like fall in love with his personality. She's like, nah, I don't know why I said that. I think he is fine. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
But my question to you is it unfair that women get judged and be in that position where it's like, are you an 8, are you a 10, are you a 2, are you a 3? Like, is that effed up?
I think it's fucked up, but I don't think it's unfair. I don't think it's unfair because everybody got stuff they're going to use to their advantage as far as, I got this and you don't. That's what makes me special, But is it fucked up? Yeah, because it's the first thing people see.
The equivalent of it?
Yes, because men have to walk in the room with their wallets just like women got to walk in the room with the eyelashes.
Okay.
Yo, you could be fine and broke, but you're going to have to go from chick to chick because that's going to come to an end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as being a dude. Like, you could be fine and broke. Them dudes do get but they don't never be the ones. The ones is the ones that's pulling up. They got the BMW. Listen.
And it seemed like those men get treated more respect. Like, women would treat you better if they know that your wallet is a little...
Listen, waves look different in a BMW.
Yeah.
They just do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm glad we explored that. I wish we could go deeper on that.
I really could talk about this for an hour.
No,
There's so much more.
We got to come back to this because this is a way deeper. And it's so many levels. I get deep. It's so many, it's so many levels to this, So yeah, we got to come back to it.
Yeah. But we got to talk about the culture.
Are we going straight into culture?
Yes, we are, because let me tell you this. We have our own fantasy rap battles.
Fantasy rap battles, I don't know. If I hit one of these things, I don't even know what they sound like, so I ain't gonna touch them.
Yeah. So, fantasy rap battles.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw the first two people against each other. First two people is Mos Def and Black Thought.
That was my first two. How did you know that was my first two?
So who do you got though? That I don't know. Who you got is winning.
And we keeping it diss tracks.
Yeah, let's do diss tracks, because I feel like battle rap is a certain type of talent.
Okay.
So just diss track. They do a diss. They get into a beef. It's crazy.
Diss tracks. Now you're gonna notice a theme with me and all these people that I pick. I'm choosing Mos Def because I feel like Mos Def is by far the better songwriter of the two, and I think that songwriting is underrated in rap battles. When you think about rap battles, when you think about KRS-One, The Bridge Is Over is a great song. You hear what I'm saying? Like, when you think about what stood the test of time, Takeover that's why Takeover sounds better today than Ether, because it's a great song. Ether sounds like a better diss record, but when you listening to it, Ether's almost like a sore eye on Stillmatic. Whereas Takeover just sounds like it goes great in the Blueprint, because it's so I think Mos Def is definitely not Black Thought lyrically, but he's not shabby either. So I'm gonna take that combined with the songwriting and the creativity, what he could do. Mos Def would be dangerous in the battle. I think he would get Black Thought out of it.
I have Black Thought. I'm gonna tell you why. First, I'm gonna say this. You make a very good point, because when you look at the whole Drake, the back to back, like half of the glory of that was the fact that it was catchy.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to even say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that felt like a hit in itself.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? So it was a disappointment whatever Meek tried to do. I don't even remember what he tried to do. It was just like a lot of like blah, blah, blah. Like, what, I don't know. It just came, I was like, what? So you're right. The songwriting is a big part of the element of that whole thing. But I'm going to tell you this. I have Black Thought because, first of all, you know Mos Def is from Brooklyn. And if you know Brooklyn niggas, then you know.
And you from Brooklyn too?
Stop playing. I'm from Philly. So if you know Brooklyn niggas, you know Brooklyn niggas got a little, you know what I'm saying, hard. They a little griminess, but it do not compare to Philly niggas.
That's true.
I don't care how conscious they come off. I don't care what a Philly nigga got a kufi on. I don't care if he just finished performing Salat and everything and praying on a rug. That nigga got a grimy side he could dip into, and he's a fucking nut at any time he want to. And if you know Black Thought history, you know he wasn't always conscious, and he was rapping with niggas like Beanie Siegel. They was in a group before at one point, whatever. And I don't think Mos Def has ever had to dig to that side where he would be able to just kill somebody off on the track that way, especially, you know, this Mos Def that's, you know, the Mos Def that likes to sing a lot. And yes, he's still a magnificent.
You didn't say which time period we was doing this in.
We're talking about right now. He's still a magnificent rapper. I think he's one of the best lyricists of the game. But if Black Thought is a little more lyrical than him, I only want to say that because I can't say that's 100% true, because they both super lyrical and they in my top. But I feel like Black Thought is going to know how to come out in a certain way that's going to be lethal. It's going to be lethal because you hear some of it even within his so-called conscious raps. I don't like to use the word conscious, but you hear it. So I know he got that in him, and I think he would destroy Mos Def. And I think Mos Def would be cool. And
destroy is a big word.
Yeah,
you have to say that word.
I think Black Thought got it in him to do that. I think that.
Wow.
So, that's who I got.
Okay.
And you should be ashamed of yourself going for Mos Def when you from the city, you from Philly, and you going for somebody else. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Listen, Mos Def is a dangerous MC.
He is.
I still go with Mos, but you make some compelling arguments. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to comment if you're watching this on YouTube or you on Spotify. Matter of fact, Spotify got the shit where you can, I'm put it as a question. Comment every time we talk about the rap battles who you think will win. I got Mos Def, she got Black Thought. We about to keep it moving to Rhapsody, Lauryn Hill.
Who you got?
I introduced it. You go first.
I have Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you why? Oh, I gotta go first this time. I say Lauryn Hill because although I think that Rhapsody is a better MC, like I think, Rhapsody is very lyrical and witty, and she's a metaphor. She's just being metaphor heaven all the time. Like Lauryn Hill doesn't have that type of talent specifically in that way. However, when Lauryn Hill gets on a mic, she has that Kanye energy. What do I mean? I mean that she's
crazy.
It's memorable. She says the most memorable shit. This is why when we heard her recently, and she still got it, on Nas' album, it was memorable. It's something about
magical.
It's magical. Something about her voice, her tone, and the words and things that she says that you like, where did that come from? Like that was she just hit you with the truth. One of the people that would kill you with the truth. Yeah. When she did a diss record to Wycliffe, and that wasn't a full diss record, but she had some parts in it. She was dissing him. Yeah. It felt that hit you. That felt like a target because she hit you with the truth. They kill you with the truth is this crazy. So I think although she doesn't have what Rhapsody has, Rhapsody doesn't have what she has. And Rhapsody doesn't have that level and that ability to be that memorable, to have that type of presence on a track where people are going to be saying those words and those lines forever. It be the standout parts on the track. Like what she say with that diss part when she was dissing Wyclef.
I'm be honest with you, it was a lot of parts.
It was so much, and I'm trying to think. It was this one part because I just said everybody remembers. I do remember, but it was she was like, oh, I gotta go back. My memory is not good with lyrics, but It was crazy. That's what she has.
No. You don't even have the entire song. It's funny how money changed the situation.
That whole
no. From then on was about Wyclef.
When she started that, I'm like, oh, who's she talking about? Who's she talking about? And then it just kept going on. I'm like, oh.
My emancipation don't fit your equation.
I'm like, oh shit, yo, like
tarnish my image and my reputation.
Everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy. She gonna break your soul in half.
I don't have anything to say about this because you made all the points that I would make about Lauryn Hill and Rhapsody. I think Lauryn Hill is Lauryn Hill. No. She's hanging. I think she is one of the most special MCs ever. It's like some people touch the mic and you can't explain it. I can't explain why Jay-Z just sounds better to people than people when he raps with them. Like, I can't really put my hand on why Andre 3000 just, so she got the X Factor, and I don't think it's no beating the X Factor. And Rhapsody hasn't showed me anything that shows me that she's ferocious on that level, that she's a ferocious MC to that degree.
Now, I will say Rhapsody has some lines where she generally disses like other rappers, like you're not on my level type of thing. Never specific, because she really positive and shit. Yeah. But she has some stuff you like, ooh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because she's magnificent. She's fucking brilliant on a mic.
She really is.
She's brilliant. She's one of the top female rappers ever.
She would say Lauryn Hill.
Ever. So I'm not taking anything away from Rhapsody. I just think Lauryn has that thing.
Lauryn Hill?
She's so.
She would say Lauryn Hill.
That she would say that. Period.
Exactly.
But I think in her mind. No, we lying. Hold on, she wouldn't say that. I just remember about something about Rhapsody. Rhapsody is still a competitive MC.
That's a fact.
She never, and no real competitive MC has even in a heart to say somebody could outdo them. They all feel like they the best, and I know Rhapsody's like that too.
Yeah.
So nah.
All right, so we both going Lauryn Hill.
We both going Lauryn Hill.
So
you left her on a cliff and then she dropped and fell in the ocean.
If it's up to me,
it was up to you to hold her down.
The body wouldn't even be.
She said, "Hold me down, G-Holy."
I held her the opposite of whatever that is.
But
and then the last one. What was the last one we said?
Yo, how we forgetful like that? Was they that forgetful?
No, it was Lauryn Hill, Rhapsody, Mos Def. Oh, I know.
It was
Lupe Fiasco, Eminem.
Oh, Oh, it's Lupe and Eminem.
Lupe, Fiasco, Eminem. I'll go first since you went first last time.
Who you got?
Oh man, here we go. People think both of these niggas ain't my favorites, cause me and Lupe have had our differences in the past, and me and Eminem's fans have had our differences in the past. But I gotta go Eminem. I'm gonna go Eminem because the things that people appreciate from Lupe, even his fans, Eminem does better. I think that if you're gonna sit down and say Lupe is the best, and you're gonna break down on the technicality why he's the best, Eminem can fill that stat sheet even better than he can. Eminem's rhymes may be a little less focused, but if we just going off of he bodied it because it sounds like he bodied it, Eminem is gonna win.
Yeah, I want to root for Lupe because Lupe is one of my favorite MCs. But I agree with you. The things that people love about Lupe is the things that Eminem has mastered, and so I feel like he would take it. And like you said, Eminem is a less focused. Like he gonna say some wild weirdo shit, but sometimes Lupe does too.
Yeah, exactly.
But Lupe can be very abstract. Let's just say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, and the problem with Lupe is I don't know what Lupe is going to give us.
That's
like with the Royce battle, I don't know if we're going to get. I don't know what he would do.
Lazy Lupe.
I wouldn't call it lazy Lupe, but I don't know if he's going to be more conversational, if he's going to be super rapidy rap. I don't know if he's going to go.
He did that shit in his pajamas, dog.
I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he would do. I think Lupe is magnificent. I don't know what he would do in a battle. I do.
But let's be clear. I do think that Eminem is 100% beatable because I think that MGK won that battle. Maybe it's just me.
I changed my mind. You know what? I'll go with Lou. I'm going to tell you why. Because I think, unlike Royce, when he go against Royce, I think Lupe would be smart enough to say, you know what they do, like how in battle rap, right?
Yeah.
How they mimic the person in front of them and take their whole style and be like, yo, I could do your whole style and be just as clever, witty, or probably even be better. And I think he would go and do some Eminem shit. And you know how people mimic Eminem and be like, you know what I'm saying? And they do it. He would do that. But I think Lupe would say more real shit.
Yeah.
And I think he would say more things that are personal attacks because there's so much to say about Eminem that
but you still gotta go Eminem. You know why? Because you're saying a lot of what ifs with Lupe.
Hold on. And I think that where Eminem fails when he tries to diss somebody is he says too much weirdo shit and a lot of blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then his personal attacks be kind of weak.
Yeah.
They be kind of weak. Yes. Like the stuff that he said against, what was it, Machine Gun Kelly was his name? It was weak as shit.
Yeah.
He don't really, he just do the
his direction is
but his direction. And I feel like Lupe would have so much to say. He would just kill him with the creativity and out matching what he did, mimicking him.
Now, if he came with that strategy,
could do that.
If he came with that strategy, I would go Lupe too. But I don't think he is, so I'm going Eminem.
It's so much you could talk about him with drugs, with the women shit, with the how he used to call black women niggas and shit. Talk about all the weirdo shit
black
he
women
did.
Niggas and bitches.
All his
That's
losses,
crazy.
like I said, the niggas are almost like a crackhead or something. I don't know.
Yo, you gotta stop.
It's so much. I'm just thinking about attacks.
Yeah.
And angles.
But you know what he gonna say? Lupe is
baby intervention.
He failed. He's a fake Kendrick. He failed.
No,
he don't have no record sales.
But he's so weak. He not gonna even do that.
Okay.
His directs are so weak. He just gonna be saying abstract weird shit. I'll do this to you. Put you in a box. Put you in a blah 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 blah. Put you in a like random shit. You be like, that's nice. Like good rapping.
That's one I gotta see.
It's good rapping. Like the good creative rapping. But Lupe could just like when he did Royce. Yeah. He did go line per line per line per line per line.
Yes.
Very specific and very detailed.
I know Royce wanted to cry.
He broke down every single thing about him. It was all, and I know he's gonna, if he really
told that nigga, I don't even know you.
A strong strategy, he could take Eminem, period.
But like I said, I don't know if he's up for that type of task. And if we just going off of, first of all, Eminem fans not gonna let Eminem lose, and Lupe fans not gonna let Lupe lose.
Nobody fans let them lose.
No. People fans will let them lose. Jay-Z fans let him lose.
Meek fans let him lose.
Meek fans let him lose, definitely. So it happens, but they core fan base is so strong. Like, imagine somebody saying they won against them. Like, that's not. But I got Eminem, you got Lupe.
I do.
And we got out of here. Yo,
we got each other. This is the couple cast.
Shit. I forgot to be formal. I'm the guy Gioli.
And I'm Yassine Touré, also known as African John.
And this is and was the couple cast season 3 episode 5.
And if you want us to sponsor your shit,
if you want to sponsor our shit, if you want us to endorse your shit,
did I say something else?
Listen, we're leaving the number right here at the bottom. 555-555-5555. Get at us. No, seriously, get at us. Email us.
DM us. Everything.
Business@gholy.com. Business@g-holy.com. You can have your shit right here in the corner. I put your shit in the corner right here. We get wild views on TikTok. We put sponsored by. We'll wear your shit. We'll promote your shit.
We'll do a mid commercial.
Come on, man.
Your shit.
Let's go.
Send us the copy. Send us the commercial copy. We'll read it. But you gotta have that stacks. You gotta have that money.
We don't look good together. You don't want us to endorse your product. Look at us together. Come on, put your face next to mine. Come the fuck on. Yeah, who don't want that? Get out of here.
Right.
I'm out, man.
Peace.
Right.